Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bunk and Pick podcast. Pick here with Bunk.
They call me Peloton Bunk.
Peloton Bunk. We were having a great conversation before we started here. We do have two guests.
Do we?
We got a big week. We're doing our college football primer.
Our annual
college football primer. All right, the Bunk and Pick.
Hold on, I gotta hide my gold.
Oh.
All right, I'm ready.
Whoa, Shador. All right, so we were having a conversation about the Peloton, though.
We were.
We know you got one last.
I did.
I just got my story. The best part about this is when you showed me your Peloton.
Okay.
Right? You swiveled it around and you said, and the cool thing is I can even watch Netflix on this from my bed.
Hey, out to my credit, though, I have not added any of that shit to it.
You haven't.
I've been actually working it.
But that was your excitement day one.
Loving the Peloton.
All right.
But hey, let's go. We got a couple guests. We got Big G.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Big G. Oh, hello. I'm Big G.
I ride a regular bicycle.
He's down.
And we got Gary.
I still like medium G.
Yeah. That kind of sounds stupid.
Yeah, you can go medium.
I know it is. I love it.
Really
I love
stupid.
it. Medium G.
I don't know. What do you think, Gary? You like medium G or no?
It did grow. I mean, I actually ordered
medium. Gonna be
okay.
Now, I guess. Can't talk to us
it's
anymore.
Muty G. We're gonna call him Muty G.
Come on.
Good God.
All right.
Not on mute.
Now he's there. Now he's there.
You messed me up. Well, I was saying funny stuff, so I was laughing, but I can't repeat it now.
Oh well.
I was even barking like a dog.
We heard the bark
the whole time.
I think I only heard the bark, and then I think your computer noticed what was coming out of your mouth was dumb, and it just said, shut the old mic off this.
Shut your boy ho.
Anywho.
And we'd love to have them. Next time we have them on, we'll have video, but we've had a little bit of a technicality issue.
That was the Bunk's blunder of the week.
God dang it.
The blunder of the week was Bunk trying to figure out for 30 minutes how to get them on
this shit. I don't know what's going on.
I loved it.
Got some more G2 to do.
All right,
G2ing.
All right, G2. Well, Bunk, I don't want to take up too much time with everything else. I want to jump into the college football.
I'm happy to.
Baseball-wise, there's just not a ton. Your Yankees suck ass.
Yankees suck.
Tampa's done for the year.
Yeah.
Paul Skeens got lit up the other day, but...
And I'd like to... Hey, I do want to give a shout-out to Gary for continuing to send me the Yankee shit that they're doing.
Yeah.
He sends me, how
it's
many
nice
games they've lost and what place they're in. And appreciate that, man. That's all good.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And well, this is the time of year when I actually start paying attention.
I know. And one more baseball thing, Greg, I got to tell you, I was buying some baseball cards yesterday, first time in a long time. And the guy I was buying is from Chicago, and we had a good Cubby conversation just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he bummed that they're on a slide right now?
He was, but I told him I was a Yankee fan and reminded him that at least you guys will make the playoffs, and I don't believe the Yankees will. But it was cool. We were reminiscing about the old days when they were on WGN and they didn't have lights and they played during the day, and I used to watch them all the time. And
yeah, it's good stuff.
We had a good convo about it.
I like it.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Well, I have something to say. I thought you just bought football cards.
I did.
I didn't know you also bought baseball cards.
I did buy baseball. You can't just buy one. If you're gonna
I will say, hey,
entrenched in the hobby.
Hey, signed Shador Sanders was pulled.
Got the Shador.
Isn't that amazing? Of all the players that you guys talked about, he's number one.
I know.
But we also got the other quarterback too. Signed.
We did. Tyler Shuck.
We got the Shuckler.
Yeah.
The Shucklemeisters.
Where he gets nothing out of these two from that. Cool.
I don't know, to be honest. I bought Magic the Gathering cards yesterday.
How was that?
Nice.
Ooh,
they weren't for me. They were for the little man.
Did you go to that card shop with the Coach Doug or whatever his name is? Remember we went to that when I was down there?
Yeah. Oh, when was the last time we went?
When I was down there.
They gave Wyatt all the
yeah.
The free cards.
Yeah.
That's the last time I was there, actually.
Nice.
Very cool.
Well, we really ground this into a halt here, but let's go on and get on to our fun conversation for the day. So, anything else about cards over there? I saw your face, Gary. The listeners might not see it, but I saw your disgust.
He was sending me
private.
He was sending
private messages. That's okay.
DMs. I'm sliding into Bunk's DMs.
Oh,
gross.
Don't slide into
He doesn't even know what that means.
I know.
Yikes. Okay. So we're doing our college football show. Yeah, I'm just quickly going
I'm
past.
still getting over the slide into
I'm
DMs
trying to
thing.
get past it here.
Hey,
Bunk.
wait. Before we get there, can I say one more thing?
What, are you going to slide into DMs?
No. Hey, did you guys know what spinning was? Spin class and all that? Did you?
Oh my God.
Yes, like, that's been around since the 90s.
Did you know what it was, though? Like, what it meant?
What do you mean?
What is spin class?
Did you know what it meant? Like somebody said, I'm going to take a spin class. Did you know what it meant?
Yeah, I've gone to.
Yeah. That's right, Bunk. It's just you that didn't know
I
until
actually
you
didn't know
bought
what
a Peloton.
I didn't know what it meant.
Had no clue.
I thought the joke is you just didn't know what it was.
He didn't know it.
No.
He didn't know what spin class was.
I
He
thought
goes,
it was-
I got the Peloton. Now I know what spin class is.
Wait, what did
you
you
are-
think it was?
You're over 60 and you don't know what spin class is.
You know what? I thought it was like some kind of
That is
exercisers.
It's just people spinning in place.
like a swingers club or something.
Or the old, remember when you were little, you had that thing you used to sit on and spin?
Oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah.
adult versions of that.
I actually
my
did.
God.
I never put those two together.
Yeah,
Just
it
so you know. Sorry.
But don't you think the internet has been around for so long? Don't you think you would have seen adults spinning around on the floor if that's what it was?
100% he would have.
I never
100%
I
he
didn't
would
look it up. People said I'm doing spin class, and I just honestly I thought it was like some exercise in a gym.
Oh boy.
Didn't realize it
It
was
is.
biking.
It is an exercise in a gym.
Yeah,
On
but it's on a
bicycle.
bike. And
On a
What are you doing on the
stationary
Peloton?
bicycle.
What's the normal ride? You doing 10 mile in an hour or something? What are you doing?
No, I do 20 or 30-minute rides, but they're like really very intense.
Oh, the classes.
Yeah, the classes are very intense.
God.
They wear you out. I was like soaking wet when I get done, but they're really good classes. And Mrs. B's doing them. It's good for us. So got rid of the old electric bikes. We're no electricals anymore.
Electricals. Just
So-
stationary.
We're stationary. We're working out. We're doing good.
We're not
You know what
electricals.
TV show you might like, Bunk? And then we can get to college football because it just reminded me through this conversation. A new King of the Hill season just came out on, I think, Netflix or
Yeah.
Hulu or something.
Yep.
And Hank Hill is kind of the same. They come back from Saudi Arabia and the world has changed. And he's saying the same stuff as you. Like he didn't know what spin class was. I think you would really like this.
I've been watching it.
It's really good.
It is pretty good.
That's awesome.
All right, Peck.
All right, can we finally
let's-
get to this?
Yes, let's close it out. Yankees suck.
Yankees suck. Rays suck.
Devil Rays suck. Cubbies have a shot. Okay, let's move
Angels
on.
on the rise.
No.
No,
But
okay.
Seattle definitely is.
Yeah.
Seattle's very good. Anyways,
All right, to football.
so to football, what we looked at here, everybody was tasked with some homework that I'm pretty sure only a couple of us did.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try and go through each conference and figure out who's going to win each conference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That we're also going to pick the group of 5 champion, who we think the best group of 5 teams going to be.
Okay.
That team that makes it.
Okay.
And we're going to predict the playoff field
Whoa.
the best we can.
All right. And how many teams are in playoffs this year? I forgot.
It is 12 teams.
Jesus.
Okay. 12 team playoff. That has not changed.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So I think the heavy hitters to talk about are going to be the Big Ten and the SEC.
Of course.
I think I'd like to start in the ACC.
Okay.
I think that's kind of the most clear cut. But there are some surprises there. So I'd like to start there. And whoever wants to jump in, I can go first if you'd like. Let's see. Judging faces.
Oh, hold on. Before we start, I need a better explanation of this grading system you invented.
It's my own person. Oh, God.
Here we go.
Well, you have to. It's the most subjective time, right? Or objective time. I mean, it's all opinions at this point, right? We haven't seen anything on the field, so I had to make it as subjective as possible for myself.
No,
Right?
you're flipping them. You're flipping them.
Whatever. Objective. I had to make it as clear cut numbers wise as possible for myself. So my ranking was returning production rating, right? Because that is ranked now. Quarterbacks and defense, right? And a lot of that's based off of the returning production. who's going to have the best defense in the conference, who's going to have the best quarterback, and who's going to have the best coach. I threw best coach in there too.
Okay.
Adding all the numbers up after rating, you see who's the best and who's not. And that was the easiest way for me to come up with a system to figure out each conference. Does that work for you there?
Straight feelings and who has the form and who I've liked since I was like 6 years old.
And that's why your predictions are going to be wild. So that's where I'm at with that. So with that, I can tell you where I'm at with the ACC then. I do think
there's 7, just so we're clear, when I was doing this too, did you guys, if you write them down, there's 17 teams in the ACC.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of teams in the ACC.
Crazy.
And
it's pretty weak conference.
What's really crazy is there's 17 and 15 of them are pretty irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like 15 teams are like, something crazy has to happen for them to even get a chance.
I agree. All right,
So
what you got?
I don't know if you can. The probably top 3 returning quarterback, definitely the best coach in the conference, and is going to have the best defense. It's Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
I think Clemson is my number 1 there. Clemson's going to go to the title game. I think Clemson is going to play Georgia Tech.
What?
I think Clemson plays Georgia Tech for the ACC championship.
Interesting.
And I think Clemson wins.
Okay.
SMU has a lot of horses, but are they going to do the exact same thing they did last year? No. I think it'd be hard to say that's going to happen. They were young, but they lost a lot on the offensive line. And recruiting-wise, it's not the same as the big dogs, so you can't really plug and play as much there. The other team is Miami, just because they've recruited so well. I don't trust the coaching staff at all.
They got a new quarterback, though.
They got a new quarterback who half the country didn't trust by the end of the year with one of the best rosters in the nation. So, I don't know. I think Georgia Tech takes that number 2 spot.
Wow. All right.
That's where I'm at in the ACC.
All right. Gentlemen, one of you gentlemen, what are your thoughts?
Pretty spot on. I mean, you forgot about Syracuse, who is kind of within the past, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years have been middling. They finished in the top 25 at the end of last year. I think they're a team that could be that little snake bite team, come out of nowhere, finish maybe in the top, about 20th like they did last year. Georgia Tech, I like that pick. They've been steadily improving, coming off the whole option offense. It's pretty fun to watch them because they do pass and they're running a more actual football schemes. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah.
The 2 teams that I have my eye on, North Carolina. I got to see how Belichick does.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch every single game of Belichick just to see what happens in that. It's either going to be a sideshow or super, super successful. Florida State, can they win 2 games? They definitely can. I think they do. But, do they finish 500, I think, is a realistic expectation. Can they go to a bowl game would be – it's crazy to think. Can Florida State make a bowl game that would be considered a success? I have Miami, Clemson, SMU in no particular order in the top, and I think that it drops off a cliff after the 5th team.
Yeah, there's just I do like the Syracuse, but my fight with that is they lost the quarterback that carried them. McCord's gone, and he won 4 to 5 games by himself last year. So that's the fight. Who's going to be behind center? But I'm with you. They are building something they have a program builder and a coach. I think they have the right people there. Now it's just got to come together.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what? Now looking at their schedule, I kind of take that back because they opened the season versus Tennessee.
Yep.
I mean, you would have to expect that to be a loss. 2 weeks later, they're going to Clemson.
Tennessee's going to take a step back too. We'll get to that. But they're going to take a step back too.
I would say, you know what? You don't want to play Syracuse at Syracuse to open the season if you're anybody. That's a scary game if I'm Tennessee.
Yeah.
But anyway, their schedule's crazy. Notre Dame, Miami, SMU, Clemson, Tennessee. It's going to be tough for them. Maybe they won't do as well.
That's tough.
As
I think they're the preseason in their conference. They were ranked 12th. So I don't think their coaches in that conference think too much of them either. What do you got, Big G?
I'm pretty much in the same boat, except I guess my maybe dark horse, not to win it because I think Clemson will have it locked up, but would be Duke. With Manny Diaz coming back for another year, I think their defense was really good last year. It'll be good again this year. They picked up that kid Castellanos or whatever quarterback from Boston College who played fine. So not necessarily that they'll win, but they might wreck somebody's season.
Yeah, I know. I think there's teams that could do some. I mean, I think Clemson is the clear favorite. I think Miami's up there personally. I think Miami's maybe number 2, 3. Louisville's always a good team. And
Jeff Brom, that's a great coach. Brom is a great coach in Louisville.
And I agree, like with Gary, North Carolina, nobody knows what. I guess we're going to find out if he's
going to be a huge PR stunt, or does he actually want to coach?
Or can he actually do something? And you hate to think,
because to be honest, they have good players. They have good players.
They do, and he, at the end, I know all the other crap going on, but at the end of the day, he is a good coach, and he has a great staff. So they could definitely pull some upsets. And Florida State, man, they can't stay bad this long, can they?
They're not going to be good.
God, didn't Gus Malzahn just?
He's their Gus Malzahn's their awesome offensive coordinator.
I mean,
you can't go from 1 to 7 to 10 to 2, though. I mean, it's like or whatever
But they rely on the transfer portal, so that's going to be the make of those teams. They're going to have those years where it just doesn't work out, and they're going to win one game.
Well, yeah, I agree. I bet Jason would.
They're Florida State, though. This is a national prominence team that should every team goes through the lulls and the whatever, but it's for Florida State. They should be at the top of the ACC.
They focus so heavily on transfers, though, that there's going to be years they're not. Like, I just don't. The team continuity is a thing.
They picked up Castellanos.
Yeah,
not Duke.
Castellanos
Duke
is at
FSU.
FSU
or whatever.
Yep, Mensa's
and Castellanos is probably going to be a problem for them because he's been talking crap, and I think he was talking shit about Alabama or something.
Well, they play Alabama. Florida State plays Alabama week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
we're going to learn real quick about Florida State.
Like
real quick. I think we're going to learn real quick about a few teams. Miami plays Notre Dame week 1.
Miami does play Notre Dame. Notre Dame's ranked pretty high.
Clemson plays LSU week 1.
Yep. Some good games.
There's some we're going to see the ACC is perceived to be of the 4, the weakest of the 4.
Yeah.
We're going to see if that's the truth or not in week 1 because their best teams are playing teams that aren't. I know Notre Dame, it's hard to quantify because it's Notre Dame. Yeah. They play a really tough schedule and they have a very good team, right? So they're very strong. So if you can take that game, I know it's in Coral Gables, it's in Miami. So that's a huge game. If you see Miami lose that game, if you see Clemson lose to LSU, who LSU can't win game 1 to save their lives since Brian Kelly got there, right? There's gonna be a lot of questions about the ACC, and I see same situation as last year. One team, maybe 2.
Yeah, we'll talk about LSU, but I don't know. That quarterback is turning big.
ACC has chances to prove themselves because they're non-conference games. I mean, Duke even has Illinois week 2.
Yeah, and Miami has Florida. Miami has Florida on the schedule.
They'll be able to prove whether or not they can hang.
There's some good early games, definitely. But I think we all agree. I think Clemson, is the only thing. Clemson's got a tough week. They got a week 1, at LSU, non-conference.
Right.
But
I mean, I don't trust Brian Kelly to win that game.
You know what though? They got a heck of a team coming back, but I'm with you.
They always have a great team. It's LSU, but Brian Kelly is a continual 9-3 guy.
No, I don't think he can. He's not going to last too much longer if that's the case.
I know. How many years do you start? I mean,
this year, that is one hot seat.
Maybe they win. Maybe they do. But if they don't, it's another season of college football with Brian Kelly on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been like the past 15 seasons.
Yep. He just can't. He can't get to the next level. He's
No.
not won a championship, but he's
He
great.
needs to do the
Been a
James
great
Franklin
coach, but
Yeah.
yeah.
straight to elite speech,
Yeah.
and then he'll be there. Or the Tim Tebow crying speech. He needs one of those pressers.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is a good segue because we're talking about LSU. Why don't we jump into the SEC then?
Let's go to the SEC.
And we'll end it with Big Ten. So we'll go SEC, Big 12, Big 10. Okay.
Okay.
SEC wise, LSU is fucking loaded.
They are loaded.
But the coach, right, Brian Kelly, I agree with Gary. He 100%. He always loses games he should win, and then somehow out of nowhere they wake up for games they have no business being
I don't
in.
know,
He
man.
loses a lot of early season games.
He really does.
He always loses the first game, but
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, they have Nussmeier when he came back. That's huge, man.
That is huge. Nussmeier
He's
is
a really good quarterback.
as much talk about Arch Manning. Nussmeier should be the betting favorite for the Heisman. The only reason it's Arch Manning is it because of the last name.
Arch is not the favorite.
Yeah, it came out today. He is the
Well,
favorite.
when I
MGM.
Yeah,
For the
well,
It's
Heisman?
just hype.
MGM,
That's so
they
fake.
pulled out, they brought out their stats, their betting stats from people. 27% of people
Who
betting
cares
are
about
betting
the
Arch
Heisman?
Manning to
That's-
win it.
Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with football. That's they were
crazy.
doing his
Just the
season
name.
and draft predictions
Yeah.
too.
The Heisman is just the prom queen in high school. Who's the most popular person? And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's over. It has nothing to do with what you do on the field.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
no.
I'm with you.
But
We
the
had-
number one, I think the number one, if you look at the coaches polls and stuff, it's Klubnik from Clemson, and it's Nussmeier from
And Nuss, they're
and then
head to
there's
head.
the kid from what is it, Arizona State?
Yep.
Arizona State,
Sam
yeah.
Levitt, John
Yeah.
Mateer's on there,
There's
although
guys
he
that they
might
put
not
ahead.
be playing.
Yeah, I mean, but they put guys ahead of Manning, which
Yeah.
they should. He hasn't really done anything yet.
Not yet.
No.
Same with Gunnar Stockton at Georgia. We don't know.
Yeah.
We can guess, but we don't know.
So who do you have at SEC, Nick? Who would you your number one team?
I think it's a warranted number one, but I do have Texas at the top of the list.
I do too.
I'm pretty strong feeling that there is 8-ish teams that could jump up and win the conference. There are 3 that are clearly above everybody else right now, roster-wise, right? The rest of them, it's the SEC. Everybody's going to be big up front.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to run fast. I do have Texas as number 1. I do have Georgia as number 2 just because that defense and Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart just fucking knows how to win football games. I don't necessarily believe in their quarterback, Gunnar Stockton. I don't think he's going to be the answer there. But you can't bet against Kirby Smart until someone beats Kirby Smart. Texas hasn't beat him yet. So that's where I'm at right there. I have South Carolina and LSU in that 3 and 4 spot. And that all depends on Lenore's Sellers. If Lenore's Sellers comes out and turns into Cam Newton style quarterback for that team, where he can elevate everyone around him, that team is going to go pretty far. Their defense, people forget this, but they have the number 1 returning edge rusher as well. A lot of people put that on Texas, but that kid from South Carolina is amazing.
Yeah, they have a good
Freshman
team.
All-American and was blowing people up, Dylan Stewart, last year.
Yep.
So if South Carolina can pull it together and Beamer cannot lose those games, he always loses games he shouldn't. Those tight games, he gets tight with his play calling and something bad happens. If he can just be loose and let Lenore Sellers be Lenore Sellers, that team is going to play for an SEC championship.
I agree. I like them.
That's where I'm at there. The other teams that could jump up for me, Bama, they have a very, very good roster. We'll see. I don't know how the Kalen DeBoer style works in the SEC. That's kind of my guess, like my point of contention. I know a lot of people are pretty high on Bama. LSU is up there. That roster stacked. It's going to come down to the coach. A&M, if they can turn the corner on offense, their defense is going to be top 10. Their defense is going to be amazing, and they have a defensive head coach, Elko, who's very good at that. Florida could definitely jump, and depending on John Mateer, Oklahoma could take a huge step this year. So those are my teams that could, but I do think the top of the SEC for me is Texas, Georgia, South Carolina and Bama.
Okay. All right. What do you guys got? Big
I'll jump
Gary.
in here. SEC's just loaded this year. It's so hard. I feel like if you can convert on one third and long late in the game, all of a sudden you're going from middle of the pack to the SEC to you're in the top. It's, if you can come up with those big plays, these teams are so even,
Mm-hmm.
and you just don't know what, like LSU, I think, could be the national champion. I think they could. They could have a dream run. I think Texas is very lucky to not have to play them. They're probably also lucky to not have to play Texas. But these, if you check out all these schedules for the SEC teams, they're all 6, 7 ranked preseason.
It's
teams.
crazy.
It's nuts, man.
It is crazy.
Who who is consistent? Who can avoid injuries? All those kind of intangible things. But just looking at it from just on paper, my interpretation of it, which I don't have a system for. I mean, you would have to bet on Texas, right? I mean, how can you not? How can you not say Texas is top of the stack until they lose or until something happens? You have to put them up there as sort of the lone team S tier, sort of. And then that next A tier is like 6 teams that you just don't know, like Alabama, LSU. I actually don't include Florida. I think they've been doing really well. Their schedule is rough.
Their schedule is rough, but they have the quarterback.
Don't think you can win that many big games. And if you can, you deserve to be number one. I mean, it's
they have the worst schedule in the country.
Season.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oklahoma,
I
them,
think
and Georgia have
Oklahoma
brutal
slips again.
schedules.
Oklahoma, I think their struggles continue in the SEC. I actually think they may even take a step back. I think they're still acclimating to the SEC, and teams are just going to keep kind of steamrolling them a little bit. Tennessee, I think they're going to take a little step back also. I have South Carolina. I think A&M, LSU as the underdogs. Texas is the top. LSU, Alabama is sort of those next rung down.
Yep. Okay.
Where do you have Georgia?
Oh, sorry, Georgia. Yeah, how could they're right under Texas to me as A tier. I mean, I almost didn't talk about them because they're so steady Eddie. I mean, every year they're going to be good.
Yeah.
They're going to field a great team. Their coach is in it to win it. They're paying these dudes great. They're going to win. They're going to win. How many do they win? I don't know because it's the SEC. Like I was saying, if Gunnar Stockton can convert those crazy plays, they could be number one in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be this close in the SEC this year.
Yeah. So just so I'm right, so I've got you saying Texas wins it, and you think Texas, Georgia play for the
Texas, Georgia, or Texas LSU in the championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who's next?
Big G.
I think so. I mean, Texas can do it. They can run the whole thing. Their schedule is, as far as SEC goes, relatively easy the way it's spaced out. They get breaks before a couple of their big games. So, I mean, LSU could do it. And I know that they lose the first game, but if they win that first game and their offense is clicking, that might be the best offense in the country. Ole Miss, their defense was really good last year. I'm not saying they're going to win it. They're going to pick somebody off, and it might be Georgia. Because I actually think Georgia's going to have a problem scoring this year. Their defense will be fine, but their offense is going to fall off. And with the other offenses in the SEC, they're going to have offensive production. Like they cannot count on. It's not like Iowa, right, where they're going to win 12-9 games. And I actually think Oklahoma and Florida are going to destroy the SEC.
Wow.
Both of those teams are taking big jumps. Both of those teams are playing everybody. So if Oklahoma and Florida win 8 games each or 9 games, that means they ruined 4 other teams' seasons.
Wow, you think Oklahoma's going to do good?
I think it rides on Mateer. It rides on Mateer.
Well, I don't. Well, he's a tough kid. They came in and played really well in some shitty, situation. He got sacked a ton because he had no O-line, but he didn't go down. Didn't stay down. He had one of the best pass completions in the country. He's like number 3 in the country or something while he was active. And then Venables is calling the defense this year.
Yeah. Here's my question.
Are going to have a good defense.
Let me hit you with this. 10-11, they play Texas. Next week, South Carolina. Next week, Ole Miss. Next week, Tennessee. Next week, Alabama. Next week, Missouri. Next week, LSU.
Yeah,
That is murderer's row.
it is. But if they win, let's say they win 4, I'm not saying that they're going to win the conference. I'm saying they could win 4 of those games.
You're saying they're just
And
going
that
to
means, yeah, they're going to do a lot better. Even games they lose are going to be a lot tighter because I think they will have offensive production. I mean, they also picked up that running back from Cal or something. So
Yeah. So here, I got a question for you.
they're
Then.
going to make a move.
Does that mean Venables saves his job then? Venables is the head coach. If what you're saying, they don't fire him because they know how brutal that schedule is, right? So he'd still be around next year.
Yeah, and who are you going to replace him with? Like the shuffling coaches, the guys that are getting a little time to establish themselves, especially a guy like Venables that was at Clemson so long, built a culture at Clemson. You got to give him time. I think they'll turn a corner this year. They need the offensive production. I think their defense is going to be stout. And then Florida legitimately could win the conference with the hardest schedule because once they get rolling, I mean, if you're playing those games back to back to back, that means your practices are intense. Your team is geared every week towards winning a big game. Your mentality changes. Your whole team changes a little bit, right? So if you're playing like Middle Tennessee State in the middle of like a big run, a lot of teams come out of that as a letdown that following game. Florida is not going to get a chance to really let off the gas. So, I mean, if Lagway stays healthy and their defense plays good, that they legitimately might win the conference. Like that's a scary team, I think.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. I mean, losing is very contagious. Once you lose once, it's very easy to lose again, and that's why these big schedules, Florida, LSU, Oklahoma, especially, like you have no room for error. If you're Oklahoma and you lose to Texas, which you're going to be favored to lose, the next week you got to go to South Carolina. That's a tough game. And now you lose both of those. Oh my God. These players are 18, 19. I don't care how much money they're making. They lost 2 games in a row. They know they're probably out of everything. So call it a season and wrap it up.
Well, but if you're Florida and you lose 2 games, you're not out of everything.
No, not with that schedule.
Four,
you could probably
and
you
four
probably
SEC
get in with
teams
3
are like
losses.
a playoff.
You're allowed 2 losses in the SEC for sure.
With that schedule, 3 I could see them making it with 3 losses.
Absolutely.
I could see them being the 12th seed with 3 losses.
They should take a lower conference team in that, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. But if you look at Oklahoma and Florida's schedules, and each of those teams wins 9 games, 8 games, there's 3 or 4 other teams whose season got ruined.
I think they'll do. I mean, I'm not big on Oklahoma personally, but I mean, I have Texas. You know, Georgia, I think, is going to stumble just because of the quarterback. I'm not sold on the quarterback. They have a great defense. They'll stop teams. They'll stop most teams. But I think there's teams that are going to be able to score enough points to outscore their quarterback. I'm just not sold on that kid. I don't think Alabama's going to be – I think they'll be good. I don't think they're going to be great. And although if you look at the All-American team, they have
so many
100 kids on there. But it's a quarterback thing.
The whole question is the coach there? I mean, because you can't question the players. Their roster is insane. As it's been for. So your whole belief is, can the coach get them there or not?
Yeah. And it's just in college you have to have a quarterback. So it's kind of an unknown for them as well. I think LSU is going to have a great year. I'm really high in South Carolina. I think their quarterback's great. I think they have a good team. They have a great receiver there too. I'm going to pick – I think A&M will probably be a good team. That's the problem with the SEC. They're all going to be good. Everybody's going to be good. I was a little surprised. I saw, there's teams like Arkansas. You never know about them.
Taylor Green is a very good quarterback.
They could pop up, man, and start and beat people. I mean, they could. And they're ranked 14th in the conference on the preseason.
Yeah. I mean, Auburn picked up that ridiculous wide receiver from Georgia Tech, and they have Jackson Arnold, so they could have offensive production this year.
It's like Auburn. How many years are they going to be down? That's not a team that's typically down. But
Right.
Auburn too. If you look at them in the past, and in college football, they got a quarterback, and as soon as you get a good quarterback, your team is great for a year or two, and then they suck for a while. That's why I think that's why LSU is going to be really tough this year, because I think the quarterback is a really, really good player, and I think South Carolina is the same way. I think the top quarterbacks are at Texas, South Carolina, and LSU this year. Florida, I think I like that kid Lagway down there, but he's still young. He didn't play a full season last year, but I think he's really good. I think they're going to win a lot of games. The SEC is friggin' tough. I mean, look at Vanderbilt with that friggin' quarterback.
Yeah, you have to
Pavia. I mean, Jesus.
Every team has to prepare for Vanderbilt now.
That's the thing.
That wasn't the case for a while.
And even Mississippi State, which they have ranked 16th out of 16 teams, they're not the worst team in the world either. They could, beat somebody. You can't really rest on any of the teams, but I think for me it's Texas, LSU, South Carolina. I'm not sold on Oklahoma at all. I think A&M might be up there as well this year.
Awesome. So, okay. So just so I write this down right. Greg, you had Texas?
Yeah, I have my top 3, Texas, LSU, and I actually am going to throw A&M in there.
Okay.
I think if they can run the ball, they're going to destroy people.
So we all agreed that Texas wins the SEC then.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Because there's
I said that they were in the championship game.
Okay, who wins it?
Yeah, I don't know who's going to win.
Didn't know are we declaring who we think is going to win the SEC?
I'm just writing down the team we think's the best. So we can just live with that.
I mean, how
They're
could you not
loaded.
say Texas? It's just
Yeah, they're loaded. Texas is loaded.
Texas is loaded, man.
you just have.
They
to
have
say
all
you
Americans at
can't
every
say
level
anything.
too.
Even if you wanted to, you couldn't.
All right, so we're all up on Texas. Let's go to the Big 12 now. Okay, this one I had the hardest time with the Big 12. So I've been going first. Bunk, why don't you go first on this one? How do you feel about the Big 12?
Well, I'll tell you, Texas Tech's getting a huge amount of respect here. They've gotten they're
I'm sorry,
projected.
I thought you said they spent a huge amount of money.
No.
That's what I thought you
Yeah,
said.
that's why they're getting the respect.
I thought I heard money.
A lot of oil money.
They have
Insane.
a younger guy there and his wife. They're like oil people. They've been pumping massive amounts of money into the program. They're ranked pretty. They're I think preseason number 2. Arizona State's up there. I think because of the quarterback, because of Leavitt.
And the coach.
I would have to say, based on the funny thing is it's that like Utah's still not up there. I don't know. Utah gets a quarterback. That coach is phenomenal over there. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Arizona State, Texas Tech, Utah. There's a lot of teams, man.
BYU, Iowa State, they both finished. Where's Colorado? You got a lot to say about them.
Colorado's down. I think they're, I don't think they're in the bottom, but I think they're in the middle bottom. I mean, I don't know what they have. I just don't.
I think they're really struggling to get really good linemen. I think it's going to be.
That's the problem.
It's going to be a rough year.
You can get as many skill guys. All the skill guys are going to gravitate towards Dion, and that's fine.
They are,
but the offensive line isn't.
And
as much as they got Warren Sapp,
yeah,
and they had one of the worst rushing teams in the country.
Terrible
last year.
Yeah, they have a great
rushing.
Because of the line.
They have a great coaching staff. Their coaching staff is way better than the team. And as much as I crapped on Shador last year, I mean, and I'm not a fan of his. I will say he took about a bazillion hits. And, he did get up almost. He really did get up every time. Whoever the young quarterback there, he's going to get friggin' destroyed. And so they're going to have a tough year, I think.
They're playing a true freshman at QB.
Yeah.
With no offensive line and all the skill position guys on the outside lag.
Yeah,
you lost Hunter, but you also lost Jimmy Horn Jr. on the outside.
Who was really good.
He was good.
He was really good.
They lost a lot.
So I'm going Arizona State, Texas Tech, and Utah.
Actually, name me a skill guy at Colorado. I when you said that, I couldn't think.
Right this second, none. It is all 4 to 5 star freshmen or transfers from a lower level of football.
That's not good.
That's not good.
They're gonna struggle.
Of a line, then it just adds to the problems.
Yeah, I think they'll get how it is. They'll get all the hype for the first couple games till their record sucks, and then that the hype train will go
Yeah.
away, and Sanders
Yeah,
will be
like-
gone after this year.
All
Well,
right,
they have
so
Georgia.
I think they-
first game.
Their quarterback is a transfer from Liberty.
Yeah.
So
Caden Salters. Yeah,
whoever it was last year,
It-
that was their.
They're not.
Yeah.
They had their. You know what? They kind of had their little 15 minutes of fame. I
well,
think.
we'll see. I mean, now we're going to see if they can coach. We're going to see that now because the people that were around them hyping them up.
But I will say this: I don't believe they were coaching. I think they had guys that made plays.
Right.
They didn't.
That's what I'm
have-
saying. We can see if they can coach
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, right.
So I
You
mean,
know what,
it's
to
gonna
play
be
devil's
interesting.
advocate here, their schedule is easy. I mean, it's if you are even a good team, you can
Yeah.
walk out of there with at least 7 wins.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them making a bowl. All right. Gary, go ahead. Why don't you go on the Big 12?
The Big 12 is like the misfits. It's like the cast aside conference. Nobody even knows all the teams that are in it. It's such a weird conference now. And that sucks because we grew up with the Big 12 and all the teams. And it was, I don't think it was ever, I mean, from here to there, some years it popped up as maybe the best conference, but it's just not, it's corroding at
Yeah.
this point. It's almost getting worse. You know, it sucks to see it. I mean, how you can't bet against Arizona State. They did so good. I sort of bought into the coach last year. I like his mentality. He has that sort of aggressive, cocky, but in a good way, coach, where it's more like a players type coach instead of the Indiana Signetti, who's more of like a media guy. You know, because they both have the same energy, sort of. But Arizona State, I forget the Arizona State coach's name. His is all directed on
Kenny
winning.
Dillingham. Yeah.
Dillingham.
Yeah.
I think he's good. I'm really excited to see what he does. Texas Tech, I mean, we have to say they had a decent year last year, benefited by a pretty easy schedule. They spent a ton of money. Listen, getting all those recruits at that amount of money is a problem in itself. You are corralling millionaires at 18. And you're at Texas Tech.
You're in Lubbock.
With nowhere to spend your money.
No, you're in Lubbock.
Who knows what these guys are doing? I mean, they have enough money to literally do anything. I think it's almost too much to corral. They're so good that they're going to win some games, but I just think it's too much for them to win the conference. And then past that, I mean, who do you go to? Kansas State, the most boring team in the country to watch. They're good, but it's like,
Avery
there's nothing
Johnson's going to be
exciting.
one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He'll be top 10 quarterback this year.
I think they could win it. Like Kansas State could win it. Arizona State could win it.
Yeah.
Arizona, no, they can't win it. Utah, you would figure you have to throw their hat in the ring.
Yeah,
'cause they're
for
always-
sure.
I mean, who knows what they're going to be? Will UCF be a great team again? This is just I can't even declare a winner. It's just like who knows what's going to happen in this conference this year. But
Uh-huh.
if you were to make me pick who's going to be the winner, I would say Arizona State.
Okay. All right, Greg, what you got?
That's crazy. Nobody mentioned an 11-win Iowa State team.
You know,
That's bringing their quarterback.
I meant to bring
from
this
last
up
year,
before,
though.
Greg. Can you think of another team that got a softer conference and just shit the bed as much as Oklahoma State has done? That team has buried themselves.
Yeah,
they're
bad.
awful.
And they got nothing this year.
To be honest, I'm so happy.
I
I'm
mean,
not a
they have
Gundy
an
fan.
easier schedule. Now
They're
that
really
Texas
bad.
and Oklahoma, these teams have left and they're doing worse.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
That conference
Yeah,
was
that
there
was
for the
probably
taking.
last year was probably the worst blunder of college football. Well, that, and I guess if it didn't happen the same year FSU had their season, Gundy would have been maybe shit canned. I don't know. This is a weird conference too. Kansas State, didn't they just picked up a running back from somewhere, right? And then they are returning Avery Johnson.
Yep.
They'll be good. You know they're going to have a solid team. They always field a good team.
Yeah, Kleiman is an amazing coach.
Yeah.
They're disciplined. They're going to play really well. Utah might do good. They got that OC. Where'd they pick him up? New Mexico or something? What was that random
brought
team?
in-
They picked up
so-
the OC and the quarterback?
Yeah, yep. They brought him in. I think it was like Montana State or something like that. But they did bring a quarterback in as well as an OC. Their defense is going to be solid. Their linebackers are very good, just like every other Utah
Yeah.
team under Kyle Whittingham. They're going to be solid.
Yeah. I think Kansas is. I mean, Jalen Daniels stays healthy. They're going to beat some people.
We're going to have to give him Metamucil and put him to bed at 5:30. He's so old. How's that guy still playing?
But he's still super fast. He still makes plays.
They could
I mean-
actually. I agree with you. They're ranked pretty low in the conference, but they're a team that could. You never know, man. They've been recruiting pretty well, and they're building new stadiums and doing all kinds of crap there. So they're recruiting okay. They could definitely sneak up. I think just the conference just is weak. I mean, overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I would say Arizona State is going to win it. Then I'll throw Kansas State. I think just how they have it. Arizona State, Texas Tech, and Kansas State.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I know Arizona State is probably going to be pretty damn good. They return a lot. They have probably what I think is probably the best quarterback, but I don't think they win the conference.
I know who you're going with before you even say it.
Who?
Baylor.
Baylor's going to win this conference.
I've been saying that.
They're bringing back a team that went on a 6-0 run and blowing out people at the end of the year. They bring back a Sawyer Robinson, who was a numbers-wise top 10 quarterback last year. They have an offensive line that is experienced. They have a running game, and they have wide receivers. Is their defense going to be able to hold up? And it's a Dave Aranda defense, so I feel pretty good about that. I think Baylor wins.
Wow.
I think Baylor
Okay.
wins the Big 12
So
this year.
boring though.
But it's going to win
They
the
are
conference.
They're so
Behind
boring.
that,
You ever watched
They
the
are
Baylor
hard
game
to
from
watch.
start to finish?
I
Good
have.
God.
I have. Behind that, I do have Kansas State, then Arizona State.
Okay.
Arizona State lost some offensive linemen, and I want to see how that works out. They have a sophomore quarterback who there's always that second year, the prove it year. Let's see what he can do. And he lost the guy that ran so well, right? Scattaboo was so good at running that it opened up the passing game. He doesn't have that this year. So I trust their coach, and I trust that they're going to be good. But I think Baylor wins this conference. And that's where I'm
surprised,
at.
Nick, and I got to jump in here. The last podcast, or maybe 2 podcasts ago, you were making me throw up of how many times you were talking about the word culture on these teams. You said
Culture, my
like
friend.
1,000 times. What other Big 12 team has a better culture than Arizona State right now? Nobody.
Kansas State.
Baylor.
No, they're no
Different culture. It's different, but it's
Baylor.
more solid.
Kansas State. Kansas State.
Utah.
has-
You think Baylor?
Baylor
How can you
absolutely
take
has a
over
culture.
Arizona State, who made the playoffs last year, dude. This is a lot of.
I
returners in the
understand that, but
Yeah.
you have to return people from that too. And they
They're
were
also-
ranked
they
really low in
returned
returning.
everybody
people.
but
They
Scattaboo.
can coach better, and you're talking. Look at their schedule. This is one of the easiest schedules in the country.
All of
from
those
Arizona.
Big
All they
12
have to do-
teams feel lucky
Yes.
or
If they
easy.
beat Baylor and Texas Tech, they win it.
Yeah. And they did pick up
There's
a running
nobody
back.
else.
Baylor, my friend. That's who I choose. That's my choice.
He's a
I
bear.
hope not.
You're
just
going to have
because
to
the
watch
games
all
are
those terrible
so
Baylor
unentertaining.
games.
Yeah.
I watch their games.
They're hard to watch. I think it's even the cameras suck.
It's
Like
the
the
stadium.
field doesn't even look good.
Oh my god.
The stadium.
They're weird to
open.
watch.
I guess I shouldn't have voiced my opinion. I
You
should
get
have
no
just
opinion.
fucking
need to
fallen in
go
line
with the
with all
crew.
of you, huh?
You know, I
Your
actually
AI
because I
computer
drive
model
past
is
there,
wrong.
go into Olivia's gymnastics shit every weekend in the winter. And I hate
Oh
that
yeah,
shit. I hate
because you're
driving
in
up there.
traffic right next to McLean Stadium. It's the worst. Yes, I know.
I know I got another hour to go till I'm home.
Yeah. My surprise team though in the Big 12.
I'm gonna guess it.
There's
Cincinnati.
no,
Ah, okay.
no. Rich Rodriguez back at West Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
Something about Rich Rodriguez
Bring back
at
the
West
air raid.
Virginia, man. He's gonna sneak up and get somebody.
He might.
Dust off
He's
Geno
gonna get
Smith.
somebody. They're gonna be a terrible team. They're not gonna win a ton, but he's gonna get somebody that should not lose to him. That's gonna be
what,
awesome.
though? It's the opposite of the SEC where I was saying that everything is like this. It's this much in the Big 12 too. It's like if you can just be
Word,
good
but on
at-
the other side.
I know.
you could win the conference.
There are some not fun. I gotta say, I like a team like Cincinnati. I've watched their games in the past. They're hard to watch, man.
Cincinnati games, yeah.
some of those teams like
But
them, Houston's hard.
UCF's
I'm sorry,
pretty
Houston,
rough right now.
They're all hard.
Hey, what about they got
and stuff.
Houston with Willie
UCF
Fritz.
has Frost?
Scott Frost.
Scott Frost, where's
And
he
they
at?
brought
UCF.
UCF, and he got
He's angry. Too.
quarterback
He's
from
an angry
A&M.
elf right now.
No, the quarterback
Why?
from A&M went to Houston.
Oh,
He's
that's
with
right,
Willie
okay.
Fritz in Houston.
They're hard to
Never
watch.
mind.
all
UCF's gonna be really
those
bad.
games. Are
UCF's
tough,
going to
man.
be bad.
Yeah,
They just don't got much.
no.
All right, well, that's where I'm at. We've been all in sync until that right there.
Yeah, I knew
And
you were. You like Baylor.
They're going to be good.
Give me the
I
recap.
trust that
Who
coach.
picked what in the Big 12, so I remember.
Okay, so Big 12, all three of you chose Arizona State.
You went to Big
I
D.
went Baylor.
Yep.
All right, Big 10. Big 10, we'll start
Let's
with
start with Gary. Let's go with Big G.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go
I'm
Big
right
G.
My comfy,
Big
my
G.
comfy blanket. I got my snuggie
Okay,
on.
who are we going
or
with?
should we go Big G and let Gary just bring it on home for us
Yeah,
there?
You can bring it home.
You bring it home there,
let me
Gary.
Pull it up. Yeah.
Greg, go first. What do you got in the Big
All right,
10?
this is it. This is Penn State's year. I'm all in on Penn State. They got the quarterback. They have the best running backs in the country. Their defense is going to be nasty. This will be theirs to lose.
They have wide receivers this year.
Well, nobody
Yeah,
knows because they're
receivers.
all transfers because everybody left.
Yeah.
I'll go back to being quiet.
No,
They have wide receivers this year.
I actually think this conference is the most clear-cut best team. I know Ohio State and Oregon are going to be
You're
good.
not even going to question Ohio State at the top with Penn State?
No, I think Penn
Wow.
State is so far beyond Ohio State this year.
What about Oregon?
They're both going to be good. Ohio State and Oregon are going to be good. Not going to be as good as Penn.
It makes me uncomfortable that you're saying all this about Penn State.
But-
because
Dude, Aller can
somebody
throw.
else is going to win.
Their Penn State's offense is going to be so good on the ground that Aller can throw 10 times a game and they can still blow people out. Katron's just going to go nuts. Singleton's going to go nuts. Those guys are gross. And I think the defense is going to make it impossible for other teams to hang. Outside of that, I mean, Ohio State, we'll see how their quarterback plays. They bought their team last year, the pieces they needed to win. They're still going to be good, but it's not going to be like last year. Oregon has another quarterback. Like, this is the fourth quarterback in 4 years or something with Lanning.
Yeah, Dante Moore. Yep.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He's
He's
gonna be
not going to
great.
be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you guys right now, watch out for Minnesota.
row the boat.
PJ,
Oh my God.
PJ,
You're just
they're going
like
to be
Bunk. You're
They
just
walk.
like
They're-
Bunk. You went to one Gophers game 30 years ago, and now you're
I don't know if I've ever
you're
been to
banned
one.
forever.
Yes.
I
Yes.
saw Kirby
I
Puckett
think-
play, and that was it.
Yeah. Probably. I
Twins
think,
fan for life.
Minnesota could be a 10-win team this
I'm
year.
with you on that,
You're
Greg.
crazy.
Just so you know, I'm with Greg on
Minnesota
that
will is not
I-
winning 10 games.
They're
Oh,
rowing
I
that
think-
friggin' boat
All
this
right,
year,
then.
fellas.
I think they can.
All
I
right.
think they can. And I'll tell you right now, though,
I mean, it's possible.
Indy, it's possible.
Every single
Look
team
at
in the
their
nation
schedule.
right now could win
I'm
10
looking at their
games.
schedule. It's possible. It's
Yeah.
not likely.
I mean, PJ Fleck is talking about culture. He's consistent.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
The teams he has are consistent. They just don't always kind of get the break in closer games.
Well, so who's your underdogs? Who's under the limelight here that you think could be good?
I don't even think they're an underdog. I think Indiana will be good again.
Yeah, they're
they-
not considered an underdog anymore after what
They
Kirby
picked
said
up an
last
amazing quarterback from where is he from? Not Cal,
Yeah, and we'll see.
Mendoza
Indiana,
or
we'll
whatever.
see.
He's like a 6'5" dude. He can run the ball. He gets hit, doesn't care. That's the part they need, and they didn't lose a ton outside of that quarterback. So
Yeah.
they're
We'll see.
gonna fix their mistakes last year. That was the team that is used to winning 3 games a year. That immediately got thrust into the national spotlight. All those guys now have got that on their head, right? They know they have to keep it up. So I actually think Indiana, they might be in the conference championship game.
You haven't even
Wow.
mentioned Illinois, Nick's favorite team.
I think
They're going to be good.
there's so many teams, right? I didn't mention Michigan either, but Iowa actually put up some points last year.
They did.
Their defense is going to be good. This to me is the most clear cut. Penn State has it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Bunk, go ahead.
Well, I got Penn State. I mean, they have both their running backs are preseason All-Americans. That's freaking
And
crazy.
they deserve that honor too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a huge offensive lineman that's a preseason All-American. They have a great defense. I mean, I'm going to tell you, the only way they lose is the coach this year. I mean, I think the quarterback's mature enough. He improved a lot last year over the year before. I mean, this is their year. If they're not this year, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board, I think. I don't, Ohio State, they're always going to be there, sadly. I don't know. They're never going to lose more than a couple games. That's kind of the problem with some of these guys. Like, Ohio State's not going to lose more than 2 games. They just aren't. I'm not sold on Indiana myself. Surprisingly, USC is still down in the middle of the pack, which is kind of crazy if you think about it.
That's going to end at some point.
Yeah, I'm for me, I think they may be the team that surprises this year. I just
It could be. Yeah.
they can't. I mean, that's a free fall for those guys out there, man.
Their players are too good to be in the middle of the Big Ten.
They are.
Eventually, they're going to figure it out.
And they've lost. The last 2 years they have not done well. But I just can't. I can't think. I don't think they're going to stay down. So I have Penn State, Ohio State. Not sold on Oregon at all. I don't have them in the top 3. I'm not on. I don't have Indiana up there. I'd like seeing Nebraska kind of pop up. So I'm going to go Penn State, Ohio State, and my number 3. I'll go Illinois, but I'm going to say Nebraska and USC are my surprise teams.
I like that. Sorry, I don't know what I just started choking on, but
Was it because I picked Penn State or
no, but all right, I'll go now. All right, so I think it's pretty clear cut who the top 3 teams are in this league. I think Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon are the top 3 teams.
God, you guys are so
You
high
think
on
it's
Oregon.
clear cut?
I do.
I
That
just
is
don't
the
have Oregon
top
there.
3 teams. Okay. There are teams that are going to ruin someone's season in this league. USC, Iowa, Illinois, Washington might
could
jump
be.
up and
Yeah,
get somebody.
They could.
They have a good coach and they're building, right? I don't think Indiana is going to, I just don't. Everybody knows what to expect now, right? You have a full year
Yeah.
of Signetti playing big time football. You know what to expect now a little bit. And how much of that was Rourke, because he was a very, very good quarterback.
Yeah.
They did bring in a really good transfer quarterback, but we just got to see. I have Penn State and Oregon playing in the Big 12 championship game.
Killing me with Oregon.
I have Oregon winning it.
Oh, you're killing me with Oregon. I'm going to tell you, Oregon's a 3 or 4 loss team this year.
They might be. But pretty favorable schedule.
Mm.
They do go to Penn State. That's going to be a brutal game.
Schedule.
They have some that Penn State game midseason is brutal.
But it doesn't
Oregon-
mean anything. If you lose it, you can still go.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
look at the
Oregon
rest of their schedule, there's
Oregon
nothing.
loses that game. Oregon loses that game at Penn State
You're killing
at the
me.
whiteout.
Killing me.
And Dan Lanning typically does not lose twice in a row to the same team.
All right.
He just doesn't. Ohio State is going. Texas is going to go in there and play a very good ball game. Game 1. I think it's going to cause a lot of chatter and questions because there's still a quarterback controversy or quarterback competition. If Ryan Day would have come out and named a quarterback and sat with it, and now behind the scenes he might have his quarterback, but still publicly, there are sources from Ohio State that leak out that the quarterback competition is very tight, and one of those kids got paid $5 million, and one of them got paid nothing. So that's not like a problem. That's something you kind of have to factor in now. And if you don't have a quarterback, right? What's the saying? If you have 2 good quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. Is that like the saying in college football? That might be a problem.
If you have dual, if you have 2 good ones, then you have 2 good ones.
Right. If you're playing 2 quarterbacks, you're playing no quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not. I think Ohio State's that third team. I think Oregon doesn't lose twice to the same team. So I think Oregon and Penn State play in the championship game, and Oregon wins that game. I think Penn State, that whiteout game, is going to be crazy. I think they're going to give it to Oregon, and I think that's going to be motivation for the rest of the year. What's up?
I'll get a box. Let's go up there.
I'll go.
And by me, I mean I'll
Right
make some
away.
phone
Let's
calls.
go.
Get a box.
Let's go. But that's where I'm at. But behind those three, I've got Illinois, USC, Washington, Iowa, Nebraska. Nebraska, man, Matt Rule in year 3 at any program, he wins.
They could be awesome.
They could be amazing.
They could.
They could be trash. We don't know. Their defense is going to be solid. Yeah. They have to score points. They have to. We have to see if they can.
But they had a young quarterback who's in his second year, too. So.
Yeah, Dylan Raiola. A lot of pressure on that kid. Well, let's see how it goes, right? But I would love to see Nebraska kind of, well, love might not be the word. I would like to see Nebraska be better.
Yep.
Even with all that shit Texas and Nebraska games and everything, I'd like to see those traditional powers still be good.
All right.
That's where I'm at. So I'm going Oregon.
Ugh.
I
just threw up in my mouth.
You said you were going to surprise me, and that did surprise me.
Who are you going with, Gary?
Well, let me just lump up the bottom tier so I can get them out of the way. Purdue, Maryland, Northwestern, Michigan State, UCLA. I'm going to lump them into the third tier where, maybe they'll be okay, but I don't see any of them contending for the championship. I don't see them even better than maybe 7 wins. A 7-win would, I think, for any of those teams would be amazing. And then you have the sort of next tier of Wisconsin, Washington is sort of an unknown. I don't know. I don't know what Washington's going to be this year. I think I've seen some predictions of terrible. I've seen some of pretty good, sort of middle. So maybe in the middle of the road, maybe 8-win team. But that would be a pretty good season for them, I think. It would be a step in the right direction. And then you have the next group of USC putting Rutgers in this one.
I think Rutgers could do something.
They are always that team. You don't want to play them. You don't want to play Rutgers, especially now. They got a lot of momentum, and they've been picking up some wins the past couple of years. So don't want to play them. Minnesota's kind of there also. The oddballs. Iowa, I don't think they're there. I think this is going to be a down year for them. I think they'll have maybe 6 or 7 wins. I think they're gonna. It's the exit of the coach. I forget his name.
Ferentz. You think Ferentz is gone?
I think this is the beginning.
I think he's one of those guys that gets to choose when he gets to leave, type of thing.
Until now, I think he's gonna have a rough time of it. And yes, they did score some points last year, but the team just isn't built to take on the Big Ten. I don't think.
They did pick up the quarterback that won the FCS last year, though.
Did they
so
pick up a new quarterback?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, their transfer quarterback is good. So, I mean, if they score 30
I hope they
a game,
use them in the correct way, because they don't use their players in like traditional skill way. That the quarterbacks there are more handoff kind of option or get it to the receiver. Like they don't have like pocket passers. So maybe that'll change, and maybe they'll be. And better.
it's a huge competition jump too. Can he go into the Big Ten now? Big Ten, right. I mean, it's right there with the SEC is the best of the best in the game.
Yeah. Iowa's O-line is probably the second best.
Yeah, they're probably going to be awesome, right? For sure.
I hope Nebraska does great. I love Matt Rule. I was hoping he would come to Penn State at some point. I think I'm completely fine with how everything's shaked out. But even now, I hope if James Franklin chooses to move on, I hope we get Matt Rule. He's a Penn State guy. I think he's a great coach. You give him 3 years, and he actually builds teams like from foundation. He's done this several times now. They went 7-6 last year under him. I think it was his second year, maybe his second
year.
I mean, I really expect them to turn a corner and actually pick some teams off and have a pretty good year. I don't think they're going to win it, but I think it's going to be a good year for them. And they might even contend in that 9-win range. And then that leaves sort of the top tier of the Big Ten. I have Penn State as the clear-cut number 1. My only issue with them is how's the secondary going to be? We lost a lot in the secondary. Defensive line looks great. You can always count on the linebackers of Penn State. Offensive line looks amazing. Running backs are top tier. Quarterback, how can you bet him? This is like his 19th year at this point. Do we have receivers? We got some transfer guys in, and they put the Penn State jersey on and compete. We've seen this the past 3 years. They brought in some really good guys, and they've just been shit. I mean, it has been ugly at wide receiver for Penn State for the past 3 seasons or more. It's been really bad. So looking at the other teams, I think Illinois is good. A lot of the transfers they have coming in are from like Grambling, Montana State. I don't think they're as strong as people are saying they are, but I think they're a good team. They'll be okay. I can't bet against Ohio State. Give the ball to Jeremiah Smith. Somehow he's going to score. I mean, they're a good team. I think this is the year for Penn State to overcome the hurdle. If there ever was a year, could they do it? Good God, please do it this year. I don't get many years like this.
They've got the guys.
I know.
They got the guys this year.
I agree with Bunk on Signetti, or maybe it was Pick saying people are ready for him now. I agree too. I think they are. The scouting report room is going to be very serious this year heading into Indiana. And before it was a complete brush off. Who do you have after Indiana? So I think they're going to get everybody's full attention. Yeah, I do.
I mean, even after like mid-season, they started taking them serious last year, and they didn't do any crazy plays.
Once the schedule comes out, these guys look at the schedule, and they're like, okay, I got a tough one at the end here. I don't think they think that way, man. I think when they saw Indiana on the schedule, even though they were winning, they were like, oh, well, they're not going to beat us. And this year it's, oh, they can beat us. That we have to actually treat them like an Illinois and Oregon.
It's how every SEC team's going to treat Vanderbilt this year.
Yeah.
They're going to, now we're going to make sure we don't look past this team.
Yeah. I hope USC does good. I've never been a huge USC guy, and I don't want them to be like the perennial Big Ten winner, but they're college football royalty. I want them in the mix. Want them in the top 3 of the Big Ten. I don't think this is the year, but I do think they make strides to get there. I think they have to switch a lot of their strategic, like how they're approaching teams and practicing to win in the Big Ten a little bit. But I mean, they have the players. They're going to get there. And who does that leave? I left one out. Michigan. I think this is going to be a rough year for Michigan.
I think they have a down year.
They have so much stuff going on off the field.
Schromm
just came out
2 more games.
The whole results, which they got so lucky on. I'm not a huge believer in Schromm Moore. I don't think he's that great. I think it's just going to be a middling year for them, and I see Schromm Moore as maybe just a 1 or 2 more year guy. This is his exit sort of this year, especially with all the controversy and the suspensions. Get rid of the dude and let's start over.
If 100% felt like they were just holding him on as head coach to get through this.
Yeah.
To get through this. Yes.
Right, and now that it's done.
He beat Ohio State in the process, so
he
it's
did.
all a win.
Yeah.
He did.
Well, that's a rivalry, but I don't think they're a top tier team this year. I just don't see it.
Yeah. I mean, that leaves Oregon, or I think Oregon's a really good team. I think you could replace anybody at that level. They've sort of reached that level where there's guys behind guys at this point, you know. Just because you haven't seen them on the field or know their name doesn't mean they're not good. It's Oregon for guys.
Yeah, we got to come back to this. I'm just not really good. I am not an Oregon fan. I just don't see it.
They've reached the level where they have the padding. Like they can lose.
I trust that quarterback too. I think that quarterback is going to be very good there.
I think he'll be good. He's not Dylan Gabriel though.
He's not Dylan Gabriel, but Dylan Gabriel was a 6th-year senior. And this kid's a
but he was
redshirt freshman. But he's got Evan Stewart on the outside, who is top 5 wide receiver in the nation. All right, and he is so fast. That's why Texas want him so bad.
They're gonna win a lot. I'm not sold on them as being a powerhouse this year. So
all right.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up saying my favorite to win is Penn State. I think Nick Singleton wins the Heisman because I think their running game is going to be absurd this year. I think Drew Aller, who came back for his senior year, has the cushiest 10 million, whatever he's making at Penn State, because he has a great line. He doesn't have to be a great quarterback. With the offensive line and the running backs he has, he can just hand the ball off to 2 top-tier running backs and let them do their thing. I really think it's going to be an old school, beat them down Penn State team. And I mean, they've got a chance to win the Natty this year. They really do.
I have Singleton winning the Heisman as well.
I think
they're going to lean on him.
Him and Katron are just going to beat teams down because they have a better line, and they now have like the defense. They've had that for a bunch of years. They have the line to do it, man. They finally have like a complete line.
I think
you're going to who can throw to take pressure off. If the running game's not working, Drew Aller can still throw.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of the top quarterbacks in the nation this year. He has to be. So I'm with you. I think Singleton
And the
does
best
win the
pickup
Heisman.
for Penn State was Jim Knowles. Holy shit.
Yes, great defense,
You
right?
defensive coordinator, and you pick up a better defensive coordinator. That never happened.
They've done
Never.
that 2 years in a row now.
It's incredible.
They went from Manny Diaz to, was it Osborne last year? Tom
it wasn't
Osborne.
What was his name? Tim
Yeah.
something.
But he
Was it
leaves.
Anyways.
Jim Knowles might be
Name
the
of
best
Jim
defensive
Knowles,
coordinator
man.
in the nation.
Not only that, he's been in the Big Ten forever. He knows Ohio State. He knows Michigan.
That's
Like,
why
he
they
has-
paid him, because he knows Ohio State, and you have to get past
This
Ohio
is it
State
right
this year.
here for Penn State. Yeah, I mean, it can't get any better looking.
No. All right, so Penn State for Gary, Penn State for Greg, Penn State for Bunk. I went Oregon. So that's where we are at here. So right now we picked our big teams. Just real quick, going over the group of 5 teams. I don't know how much you dove into that. Really, roster-wise, what's returning? Tulane probably brings back the most. And they're going to be really good. Boise State brings back a lot.
Boise State, be okay.
They're going to be good. Oregon State brings back quite a bit too, and they're pretty favorable schedule-wise. They have some games that are going to be like, they have to play Oregon. They play Washington State twice, but I do think it's favorable. I think they can make that push to be that group of 5 team. They have Malik Murphy at quarterback now. They have somebody who's better than what they've had
The Texas
recently.
guy?
Yep. Yeah, he's at Oregon State now. Yep.
He just keeps going where the money is.
Yeah.
1 year at Duke and then
Yep. Yeah.
Go.
So out of those 3, though, I feel like Tulane's going to be the one to be the group of 5 team to make the playoff.
Interesting. Well, at least the Oregon State, Washington, when I watch those games, they're at least, unlike the Big 12, they're actually kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Those games out west.
Army was fun to watch
Yeah.
last year too, and
Army
for the
too.
past couple of years.
Yeah.
And they've been pretty strong. I mean,
Navy
they're
was
still-
really fun to watch last year. For a while, they were beating the shit out of everybody. Then they
Yeah.
got crushed by
Memphis is
Notre
up there.
Dame.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't count Memphis at this point. They've been pretty solid for a few
they
years now.
they have. Yeah.
Well,
Memphis
Forgot
is going to be
Marshall
good.
going like 11-2 last year.
Yeah.
I have to say it because I actually have Tulane being the team, but Liberty has the most grotesquely easy schedule.
Yeah. They're always up there. They're
super
better.
unfortunate.
They're better as well now. I mean, they've got a
Well,
decent program.
Yeah, but their schedule's so easy. If they made the playoff, that would be ugly.
Yeah.
And as far as the service academies, I read a cool stat that in the last 5 years, the service academies have had 11 10-win seasons combined.
I know it's been a lot of fun to watch them.
Yeah. They
And
are fun to watch.
Yeah. Army was good last year.
Navy
I
was
don't know
good
if they
last
got
year.
that quarter. And they're doing all this with zero NIL money. They're not
Right.
allowed to do that kind of
Right.
stuff. So
Right.
Their games
It's
are so
cool to
fun
see them
because
compete.
first quarter it's like even, second quarter you're like, oh, the other team looks a little tired. By the fourth quarter, the service teams are just destroying them, like, conditioning wise.
It's like a meat grinder,
Yeah,
man. It's
fun.
brutal.
They're fun to watch. I like them.
I would love for one of them to get in the playoff. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yep.
Well,
So-
are we lumping in Notre Dame into that? Because
No, Notre Dame. I think we all can agree that Notre Dame is
at this point.
unbelievably good. Their schedule wise, they have some tough games. They get through to the 2 big games, and some of those rivalries, they're in. They could lose 2 and still get in. They could lose to Clemson, and they could
surprised.
lose a second game, and I stay.
They'll
Think
be in
they're
the
in.
playoffs.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, for an independent team, they picked up a good
They have
Good
to
resume
play.
this
They
year if
have to
they
play
win
an
their games.
ACC schedule pretty much. They have most of
Yeah.
their games have to be out of the
Yeah.
ACC.
Yeah. But still, they were able to pick up A&M. I mean, Miami's good this year. So
Yeah.
there's that. They got Boise State, which is weird,
Yeah,
but that's a good. And of course, they play
That's-
USC.
USC.
So they have the schedule to
So
do
I mean,
it.
they
Boise's
do.
That's a different one. I didn't know they were
That's
playing
a
Boise
different
this
one,
year.
right, for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a pretty tough schedule.
they do.
It's at
Yeah.
Boise too.
Yep. I think it'll be. I just feel like they're loaded.
They have
Who's
a
going to
good
be the
team.
quarterback?
We
don't know
They just
that yet.
they recruit
What
really
happened
well.
to Stanford? Is that team just buried and it's
Just
not coming
buried
back?
in the ACC.
Yeah.
Same with Cal. It's just you go to that. It's so much travel. I
heard that Andrew Luck is like the GM there now.
He is.
Yes, he is. Yep.
I'm wondering. Yeah, I was curious about it. Maybe he can turn that around because they used to be a powerhouse, every
They were
year.
good
Yeah.
there with McCaffrey and everything. They were really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Several years.
Yeah. David Shaw, great
When
coach.
Shaw was there.
He just kind of stayed too long, and I think it
But
just kind of
They
diminished.
always had great quarterbacks.
Yeah.
NFL caliber quarterbacks.
Why they always had great linemen too.
Yeah.
They always recruited so well on the offensive line.
Well, there was a couple of years where the West Coast got ravaged for players once the NIL started.
Yeah.
They like all the Eastern teams and Big Ten teams just started picking them apart.
Kind of funny. You would think those California teams would be just like loaded and paying tons. I mean, I'm sure they pay tons of
God,
money
I
too,
know.
but the kids aren't going there. I mean,
No,
all those.
I think
West
it's
Coast teams are-
exposure. Honestly,
USC, UCLA, Stanford,
What do we watch in prime
Well-
time? We watch the Big Ten and we watch
Yeah.
the SEC.
That's true.
That's where all those kids want to go. It's just
But also, like those schools generally have standards, academic standards that they don't deviate from.
Right.
Stanford, Cal, UCLA, like
yeah.
Yeah,
it just
that's
is
true.
what it is.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, who's your group? So to think, Gary said Memphis.
No, if I were to pick one, I would go. I was just saying Memphis could be good. I mean, they could. I think they're up there in like the top 5, group of 5. I don't know where you guys are getting Tulane from. Maybe I haven't done enough like research on them.
They were really good last year. They're going to
Are
be
they
really
just
good
bringing
this
a lot
year.
back or something?
Yeah, they brought everything back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really high on Army. I think they're pretty good.
I think Army. I like
I'm gonna
Army.
make them my pick. They're fun to watch. I think they're good, and all it really takes from them is just running their scheme correctly, and they can beat a lot of teams.
Yeah. I think Army, Boise State. Boise's always in there. I mean,
They're
I would
and
love
they're
to
good.
see Army
Their
or some in the
coach is
playoffs or
weird.
Service Academy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'd love for it to be Air Force, but whatever. They're not gonna. They're kind of at the bottom right now of the service.
you're saying
academies.
Boise?
I'm gonna go Boise. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I know we said the whole 12 team, but we are running shorter on time. So I'd like to just boil it down to who are the top 4 teams going to be? Who are the 4 teams going to be for the semifinal? Do you feel like? And who's going to play for the national title and win it? And that's a lot to predict now, but I'd like to take the shot in the dark just to see.
Ooh, that's a tough
Who do you
one.
want to go first?
I can go first.
Go first with your Oregon.
So I think you're going to see Texas, Penn State, Clemson, and Georgia.
Okay.
I think,
Georgia in the top 4.
yep. Their defense is loaded. Their defense is so good. They're going to figure it out on offense. They have to, right?
Yeah.
So I have Georgia.
They don't have to. They can absolutely lose 4 games.
They could absolutely, and I could be completely wrong, but those are my 4. Texas, Penn State, Oregon, Georgia.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, Clemson, Georgia.
Climpy.
I think Penn State beats Clemson and Texas beats Georgia again. And I think Penn State beats Texas to win the national championship.
All right.
Whoa.
Oh, all right. I'll go. I got Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, and then I think my 4th team, LSU.
Nice. Okay.
But I actually have the exact same picks.
I had the same one too, you bastard. No,
Are you reading my notes? Is the camera showing my notes?
All right, so if we're doing
Scrambling
that,
over here.
who plays for the national championship and who wins it then, Bunk?
I'm going to go Texas, LSU.
Who wins it?
Texas.
I
Wait,
like
we don't know how the bracket will go.
No,
we
you
don't. That's why we're just guessing. You never know.
I'm only
Playing
betting
for
against
each
Penn
us.
State because I just don't trust that coach not to make some stupid.
I think you have Jim Knowles to tell him to stop doing stupid shit. I think he will take more risks this year because he has Jim
I
Knowles.
would love to see Texas and Penn State in there. I think LSU.
I think it's going to be. I just
I mean,
Here-
for us, that would
feels
be a
like-
dream. Like, it couldn't get any better for our family.
right, but it just.
Yeah.
But looking at the teams and going through everything, it just those feel like the 2 best teams.
I mean,
With the
first
best
place
path.
vote was separated by like 8 votes or something. It was so crazy
Yeah.
close.
Honestly, it's just they have the most favorable path with enough difficulty to sharpen themselves throughout the season.
Yeah.
I don't think either of them go away undefeated. I mean, like I said, I think Oregon wins the Big 12 or Big 10, and then Penn State wins the national championship. I think Texas loses 2.
I think Texas. I have 3 teams that could be. I think Texas, LSU, and Penn State are the 3 teams to me that could be in the
I just
finals.
don't trust Brian Kelly, especially not in the playoffs.
I think the talent is going to overwhelm his coaching this year. I think they just have an enormous amount of talent.
All right.
So
you're-
we'll find out game 1.
So you say Texas over LSU.
I'm going to say Texas.
Okay. I'm saying Penn State over Texas. Whoever wants to go next, one of you 2 boys, go ahead.
I'll go next. I would go obviously Penn State. I wax poetic about them to get a little highbrow for you boys. Definitely in. Texas, definitely in. And here's where it gets. I mean either LSU or Ohio State. I'm going to go LSU. I think Ohio State makes the playoffs but gets beat maybe. LSU. I just got a sneaky feeling about them. I think they're the best. They might be the best team other than Texas to come out of the conference. And then, goddamn it, Notre Dame. I think they're really strong, and they have not an easy schedule, but they got a favorable schedule. Their team is really good. They're a little undervalued each year. They're really good. So that would be my 4, and I would have Penn State winning it all.
Okay.
Against who? Who are they playing?
Oh God, give me Notre Dame, please.
Notre Dame, Penn State. That'd be a fun one.
They'd beat Notre Dame.
God, the people in Austin will be pissed if they lose
actual-
3 straight
I would
semis.
say my actual. I said that based on feeling because of last year. I thought the game sucked to watch as a Penn State fan, but realistically, I would choose Texas, Penn State, and then I would go Penn State just because I think that they have. I don't know. They're both so loaded. Who knows what the hell
Defensive
happens in that
slug.
game.
That would be
Yeah.
a defensive
Just because I'm
slugfest.
a fan, to be honest, I'm going to choose Penn State.
That would be
And you
such
don't
a
know who
low
they had
scoring
to play to
game.
get to the
I mean,
final.
yeah, how could you predict?
Yeah.
You can't. It's hard. That's what we're having fun. Maybe one of us will be correct,
Penn
and that'll
State
be
over
awesome.
Texas.
Yeah.
I'm blacked
I'm
out
gonna-
drunk by midnight. And
All right, there, Big G.
I'm going to say it's LSU and Penn State in the final.
Who are your
Penn
4?
State wins.
Who are your 4?
I
The
had
same.
the same as Bunk.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I actually think LSU is going to have too much offensive output. But then in the final, Penn State's defense and running game will just mow them down.
I think so.
Nice.
I think LSU is back. They're like the Joe Burrow era with the quarterback. I think their
That's what it
quarterback-
reminds me of.
Yeah,
That's what they
I
need.
think the quarterback can take them a long, long way, and they have a lot of other players. But
Can their coach? The difference is Ed
had-
Orgeron just stayed out of the way. Brian
Yeah,
Kelly doesn't.
but
Exactly. Just the frog guy let them win.
God.
Kelly can do that.
Yeah,
But Kelly's got to get out of the way. He's not that kind of guy.
yeah. Well, we're gonna find out pretty early on LSU.
but he has a Louisiana accent, Nick.
Yeah.
Not in the Netflix special I watched.
Did you watch the Netflix special?
Well, it depends
He's-
on what clip you're watching.
He's very northeast Ohio.
Oh God.
All right.
so annoying.
All right. The one thing I do want to say, though, is we're probably going to be wildly off on most of these teams, which is awesome. I love college football. I'm so happy it's back.
Yep.
This is going to be a good year. I think my bold prediction on the year is Brent Venables is fired by the Texas game.
I could definitely see that.
That's my bold
Yeah.
prediction. He doesn't
But
make
you
it
know,
to the Texas
Oklahoma
game.
would trot him out there to lose, lamb to the slaughter, and then fire him after Texas because they could use that as the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, I think Bobby Petrino is going to be the coach of Arkansas by the time Arkansas makes it to Austin, and Pittman will be gone.
I think Pittman stays.
Those are my two
resurrecting
bold
again.
predictions there.
All right.
All
I think the coach in USC is on the hot seat. I think he's got to win this year. He's done too.
Oh yeah, Lincoln.
Yeah.
My bold prediction is Ferentz is out.
Ferentz is out. That is very
man.
bold.
That's a huge prediction.
That's
it's
bold.
an abysmal season, and the school just can't take it
He
anymore.
is entrenched at Iowa.
Yeah, but
But maybe it's the Barry Alvarez.
Son is sort of like the last saving grace.
Yeah.
I mean, if they keep losing, they're getting rid of him. The team's pretty decent. They need a coach.
Maybe it's like the Barry Alvarez treatment where he just moves into like a front office position to
then
help.
they
No.
suck worse for the next 10 years. Come
Yeah,
on.
they would.
That's true. Wisconsin's been bad
Yeah,
since
they-
he left.
They've been
Oh,
horrible.
I was going to say that my bold prediction: Iowa and Penn State in the Big Ten
Oh
conference
God,
championship.
nobody wants to see that game. It'll be 7-3.
Yikes.
I don't think so. I think Iowa's
Bunch of
going to
blood.
put up.
Nobody
They're
wants
going to
that.
average 30 points a game this year.
Oh, man. Bold prediction right
Whoa,
there.
Well, then,
that's
I think they were
huge.
close to that last year.
Woo.
They had 4 games over 40 points.
I think they were close to averaging 30. They could do it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see. All
That's
right,
why it's
Bunk.
bold pick.
That
Very
is
bold.
very bold.
Very
And,
bold.
oh, wait, here's my second one. Pick will be apologizing for his Baylor pick by week 5.
Ooh.
All right, and everyone will be apologizing for their Oregon picks by week 5 because they
No,
suck.
they're okay.
I
I
think
said they were
we're gonna-
good. I didn't say they were going to win it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not
I think
apologizing.
they're loaded.
All right.
Pick is
see.
also
That's not a
apologizing for Oregon. Both green and black teams he's apologizing for.
I like
Green with envy. That's what you all are from my great picks.
No,
Oh, God.
that's Greg. We're gonna make him wear like a who'd you say is gonna get fired?
Which one? Pittman?
Oh no, you said
Brent-
Baylor. We're gonna make him wear a Baylor jersey to a new kickoff here in Austin early.
it.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
I'll
As,
even buy the ticket.
as they say, oh my God, as they say on the local radio, burnt vegetables will definitely not be coaching that Oklahoma team
Yeah,
much
that's
longer.
it.
All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us. Gary, Greg, thank you guys for hopping on here, giving your opinion. At the end of the day, we're all just armchair experts, right? We have absolutely no clue what's actually going to happen this year. And that's the best thing of college
As no
football
one
right
else
there.
does either.
So wait,
So-
clarify something. Does it start this weekend or next weekend?
It'll
weekend.
start.
Next weekend.
Week
We're-
0
we
next
are
weekend.
recording
The game
this
in
on
in
Friday.
Ireland.
The first game, yes, is on the
23rd.
23rd,
Armageddon.
and that's Iowa State, Kansas State, in Ireland.
Yep.
Like Greg just said. So that'll be actually
The
a fun
Armageddon
game.
Yep.
You know what does start this week? The Premiership Soccer. So I'll be watching that tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Soccer
All right.
soccer summer's over, Nick. It's
Yeah.
over.
Next
Summer.
year's the big one. We'll talk about it next year. So, thank you all so much for joining us. If you're enjoying it, please smash that like button, as the kids say. Just friggin' do it for us. It costs you nothing, and we're begging you to do it. Bunk, you have somebody to ask to come on the podcast, don't you?
Yep. This is call out number 4 for one Matthew McConaughey. We'd love to have you here on the Bunk and Pick podcast. As you can see, we bring great guests on. We talk good sports, and we're local.
We are local.
We are local.
Yeah,
But
And
you have to sweeten it up. We're not going to ask you about Dazed and Confused,
I
Matthew. We
no,
don't care about your
I
movies.
say that we're not we don't care. We're not talking any Hollywood
We
stuff.
love
We
your
want to
movies,
just
but
talk.
we're not interested in it.
No, we're talking sports only. We want to talk Austin sports, Longhorns, soccer, whatever else you want to throw down at us. But this is call out number 4 for Matthew McConaughey. Anyway, if you're out there, if you know anybody that knows him, get it to him. And we're gonna go. Pick says it's gonna take me 100 times
It's going to take 100 episodes before we even get a whiff
before we even get with.
of anything about that guy.
I'm going 25, and we're
That's
gonna
your
have him
thing.
sitting right here in
You
the
have
studio.
21 more weeks to go then.
Good God.
We shall see, my friend.
We'll see. We'll see how it works out.
All right. Well, as always, we can't leave unless we
gotta
say
do
our
it.
favorite thing.
We got to do it. Ready? On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Rolling balls.
Do it next time.
Greg didn't say it. I didn't see his lips move.
He didn't move. He's not a
I said
mover.
it.
All right. See you later.